is just fantastic. Captain's log, subdate 21023.7. We have dumped the waste plasma, fuck you Greenpeace, and have initiated a warm-up sequence. In the meantime, I have tasked security to run red alert drills as the long-range sensors picked up something rather large. Welcome everyone to This Week at Twitter, or twat. Today we have quite a number of subjects to go through. The exact number is an absolute mystery because I've got the sources in front of me but I've lost count. Before we even start, there is a political recap stream on the Moistonian channel tonight, 9:30 PM GMT. Link to that channel in the description down below. To start, we're going to go with honourable mentions. Firstly, the hashtag dogging was trending in the United Kingdom. Here's why.
Good morning everybody, and Greenwich Park is one of the oldest enclosed of the Royal Parks, and look at it, fabulous, the sun is beating down, we've seen lots of doggers.
And the final honourable mention would be to Ian Miles Chong for tweeting out this video.
I'm literally so fucking tired of my fucking life! What the fuck? That is how I feel this Monday morning!
But with no actual context, so I have no earthly idea why on earth that young lady was screaming so aggressively in her car. For the sake of intellectual honesty and yielding a far better response from people who get the context of that clip, perhaps provide the context instead of sensationalizing to pander to your audience. So to start, the first subject comes from SmashBro_Mookie, who tweeted, "These Karens have lost their minds." I changed it a little, he wrote they. Accompanying it is a 2-minute 20 video. Oh boy, this is a tasty video. So I am going to let the majority of this video play out, because it is very funny, but of course I don't want to waste your time, so here is a timestamp if you want to skip.
She's going to do it exactly like I do it. Robin, you need to be more trusting. No. But it's me, I would never do anything to make you uncomfortable.
I know, I just want to do it.
Well,
You're supposed to be with the customer.
oh, not in this room. I'm the boss here, Robin.
I'm not paying her, I'm paying you.
Nope, but I pay her, so she does what I say. And
Oh, come on, Sharon.
You'll be fine. You want to leave?
I will, if you don't do my hair.
You have your color on, and you want to talk to me like that?
Yeah.
Robin!
Sure.
Robin, she's my assistant. She
I
does
don't care. I want you to do my hair. I'm not
Robin.
going to tell you again.
Robin, don't talk to me that way.
I can't.
You can go. No, you're not going to talk to me that way.
Oh my God.
Robin,
Really?
you don't.
Me like this?
Robin, you're not going to talk to me disrespectfully. And
Well, then you don't either. I'm paying
know
to
that.
have you do my hair.
You're right.
I want you to do it.
Right, and just relax. Take a
I
breath.
will.
Take a breath.
My hair.
Robin, you can't talk to people like that and think that people are just going to, do whatever you say.
I came to get my hair.
I know, and I am running a full-blown business, and I'm training someone, and
come on,
wait,
Sharon.
really? Honestly, Robin, if you don't want to hear me out and, get to the resolution of this, you can leave with half your color on. Are you going to fucking hit me? Robin, get the fuck out. Robin, get out. And do not cause a scene in my business. You just almost went to hit me, and you know what?
Oh, I
It's on
did.
camera.
I
Robin,
did.
you didn't? Oh, get out. Here, let me get this
Oh my
one.
God.
Ew, Robin, that was fucking disgusting. You just made me waste product.
Oh
Come
my
on.
God, you're going to let me go out.
You want to disrespect me?
Hair.
Look how you just spoke to me, and she just saw that.
My hair.
Robin, I'm just
I
having...
apologize. I'm having a lot of stress in my life.
Robin, that was a lot, Robin.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Robin.
Please.
No, Robin.
Please.
Robin, that
Please.
was, come on,
Please.
Robin. I need you to go. We're going to have to reschedule.
Oh my
I'm sorry. That, put you have me shaking. I've never had someone do that to
Well,
me.
I can't go with my hair.
But
like
you should think about that before you are disrespectful. That was wild, Robin. I've never had that.
Okay, fine.
I like that even though it's kind of a dead meme, the Karen meme just keeps on going, and it adapts. It thrives under pressure. It's almost as if it's never going to die. I'm okay with this. I did notice Karen Simulator, or one of the Karen Simulator games, had an update for a salon. Not even a joke. I have a sneaky feeling this video had something to do with it. I'm going to link that particular Karen game down below. You should buy it because it's such fun. Next, we're going to move on to Billie Eilish, a singer I'm not too familiar with. I want to put that out there because I don't listen to certain genres of music. Billie Eilish is in a particular genre I don't listen to. My opinion of Billie Eilish, though, is nothing. I have no opinion of her. But I do have an opinion of those who take a picture of her and then use it as a way to effectively body shame somebody for being relaxed. I don't care for body shaming at the best of times or the term really, but I'll be honest, since the majority of the replies to this particular tweet from Games Nosh, in 10 months Billie Eilish has developed a mid-30s wine mom body, it's possible that your opinion isn't viewed through a positive lens, and the number of comments you've got would lend credence to that. Who cares how someone dresses? It really doesn't matter. And if this is how a mid-30s wine mum body looks, okay. I'm not entirely sure how it's an insult since she looks healthy. Next, we're going to go to Pope Francis. Yeah, more recently he has been coming out in favour of gay marriage and civil partnerships, and has even thrown his weight behind equality, especially towards the mistreatment of those who are themselves gay. So, even though this is not related, I thought this is quite amusing. We need to develop the awareness that nowadays we are either all saved together or no one is saved. Hashtag poverty, decadence and suffering in one part of the earth are a breeding ground for problems that will end up affecting the entire planet. To which Abby Johnson has replied, well, what? This is just not biblical. Scripture says we will always have the poor among us. To which somebody replied, are you Bible-splaining to the Pope? Apparently someone needs to. That is the epitome of fantastic. My earlier comments prove that interpretation of Scripture and how it is applied change with times, and this Pope is proof of that. So those that latch onto the past and refuse to try and see a way forward to help everyone are morons. Sorry, Abby. Next, we're going to go to the former England star who once pooped on a football pitch, one of the top goal scorers of all time, in fact, Gary Lineker. Very pro-Remain, very pro-Labour, very pro wearing masks in shops, until he was busted recently without one. He's one of those, yo. I think he also got caught out when people said, you live in a mansion and you're telling everyone else to welcome migrants into their homes. Yes. Well, when he got busted, the picture went viral, and so he had to put out an apology, explaining himself. Right. Turns out most shops actually have a thing where if you're not wearing a mask, chances are they'll let you off under certain circumstances. But, you don't have an excuse, Mr. Lineker. And while you did eventually put on your mask, there is no proof of that. We only have proof of you in Marks and Spencer's, showing your wealth I see, looking for noms without a mask. Judging intensifies. The penultimate story I want to go through is one that actually annoys me quite a bit and concerns the actor Tom Felton, formerly Draco Malfoy, who was trending on Twitter because of this. It concerned a bunch of DMs. The DMs imply grooming. However, the majority of people who have seen the tweets, seen the pictures, seen the DMs, seen the messages, can all safely agree here, no, he didn't. They're doctored. This is why I don't like screenshots. I like it when tweets are archived, when messages are archived. Anything you can archive should be archived, because then you have the nearest thing you can get to proof, as it saves the page the moment you capture it. But these screenshots are doctored, and it's not right for somebody to go out of their way to post them in an attempt to destroy. Now, luckily, those that have tried this all have taken the side of, oh, he's guilty, yo. Mispronunciation on purpose. We must cancel Tom Felton. Okay. I hope you have 5 minutes spare to go and get a couple extra IQ and then look at everyone else's messages where they prove systematically he did not groom anyone and they are doctored messages. The final thing I'd like to cover comes courtesy of Twitter themselves, who put out a tweet, we want to provide much needed clarity around the actions we've taken with respect to 2 New York Post articles that were first tweeted this morning. The images contained in the articles include personal and private information. like email addresses and phone numbers, which violate our rules. As noted this morning, we are also currently viewing materials, including the articles, as violations of our hacked materials policy. Commentary on or discussion about hacked materials, such as articles that cover them but do not include or link to the materials themselves, aren't a violation of our policy. Our policy only covers links to or images of hacked materials themselves. The policy established in 2018 prohibits the use of our service to distribute content obtained without authorization. We don't want to incentivize hacking by allowing Twitter to be used as distribution for possibly illegally obtained materials. We know we have more work to do to provide clarity in our product. When we enforce our rules in this manner, we should provide additional clarity and context when preventing the tweeting or DMing of URLs that violate our policies. We recognize that Twitter is just one of many places where people can find information online, and the Twitter rules are intended to protect the conversation on our service, and to add context to people's experience where we can. Would now be a good time to point out you didn't censor Rachel Maddow when she posted Donald Trump's tax returns, alleged tax returns, which were obtained illegally, or is this a public interest argument? Understandably, a number of my friends, Ranting Monkey, did tweet out a New York Post article just to criticize Twitter because of their flip-flop rules when it suits them. Others had pounced on it as a left or right thing, with people raging because they're salty, because apparently the article in question had false information on it about Biden. But it's all about that censorship, yo. I'd like to play the Rachel Maddow card again, please. My friend Cog very kindly absolutely flayed that particular person, but the coup de grace, the piece de la resistance, the actual bit that made me laugh the hardest, was the fact that Twitter safety got retweeted by Jack, as in the guy that created the site. The guy who admitted the site is politically skewed towards the left, who admitted there was censorship. The guy that runs it retweeted you with, "Our communication around our actions on the New York Post article was not great, and blocking URL sharing via tweet or DM with zero context as to why we're blocking, unacceptable." I agree with you, Jack. So why are you still blocking BitChute? Somewhat interestingly, he did reply to a few people underneath. The more notable was Dave Rubin, who said, "Do you shadow ban based on political beliefs? Simple yes or no will do." And he says no. Would everyone like to now just press X in the comments down below to doubt on that? Now, as we are done here, I'd love to know what you think the stupidest one is of the week, or the biggest twat. Please do let me know in the comments down below. If I don't see you over on the political recap stream tonight, on the Moisky Live channel, I hope you'll have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend, and thank you all for listening.